Workshop Level 8. I'm Christine Sensink-Miller, certified massage therapist and yoga teacher. So in this practice, we're going to be bringing breath and movement together even more, and we'll be moving more dynamically, at least at first. This means that the first half is faster than what we've done in all the previous levels so far. Faster pace isn't for everyone. If you prefer a slower practice, now is a good time to make use of your practice list. Using your practice list, you can choose what poses you want to practice and practice them at your own pace. Even if you want your movements to be a lot slower than what I lead, you can check out this Level 8 practice and tutorial and extract poses and movements from it that you like. You learn how to do them and modify them, write them down on your practice list, and then pace them however you want when you do your own practice. You could hold each pose for several breaths rather than moving as quickly as we do here. That's a completely legitimate way to practice. Or maybe some days you'll move faster and other days you'll move slower. Or in any given practice, you could have a combination where parts are faster, parts are slower. In my practice, I most often have a combination. Even in this Level 8 practice, there's a combination. We move more quickly at the beginning and it starts to slow down more and more and gets slowest towards the end. There's so many ways to practice. There's a diverse variety of yoga traditions out there that reflect this difference in pacing and exertion and feel of yoga practice, and they're all valuable in their own right. Some are very fast and active, some are slow and relaxing. They're all still yoga. So I want to explain a little bit about some of the different styles so you can sort of see how this works. Restorative yoga is a style that uses a lot of props such as bolsters, blankets, blocks. The props are used to fully support the body in different shapes. All this support allows the practitioner to relax fully in each shape. So after you have a pose set up, you don't have to exert yourself anymore, and you can just concentrate on relaxing and breathing. Hold each pose for a couple of minutes. So this makes for a very slow and relaxing practice, and it's very effective at balancing the body, mind, and nervous system. Then there's yin yoga. Like restorative yoga, yin involves long, sustained, gentle stretches. But unlike restorative yoga, poses aren't completely supported, so it's deeper in some ways. You don't get to relax into it quite as much because you don't have something supporting you all the time. Iyengar yoga is another style. It's very meticulous, and utmost attention is paid to proper alignment in the poses. Poses are held for a long period of time and sometimes are supported by props. But unlike restorative and yin yoga, the poses can be quite exertive. Iyengar yoga has a long tradition of therapeutic yoga, where specific poses and sequences are recommended for various health conditions. Then there's hatha yoga. The word hatha is actually a generic term that refers to any type of yoga that teaches physical postures. In the West, though, it's usually used to describe a practice that introduces practitioners to the basics of yoga. It's usually slow and gentle, but involves movement with breath. My levels 5 and 6 practices are full of poses that you would find in a typical hatha yoga class. Obviously, a lot of those same poses reappear in level 7 and onward. Then there's Vinyasa yoga. Vinyasa is a Sanskrit word that roughly translates to movement with breath. Vinyasa involves fluid transitions from pose to pose with the rhythm of the breath. So a lot of what we do here in level 8 comes from Vinyasa yoga, especially at the beginning. Ashtanga yoga is a very traditional type of yoga that organizes poses into 6 sequences. It's a very rigorous style of yoga. The rhythm of the poses alongside the repetition of the sequences are used together as a tool to focus and quiet the mind. So Vinyasa and power yoga are spin-offs from Ashtanga yoga. Ashtanga yoga existed first. Although I've studied many styles of yoga, my strongest background is in Ashtanga yoga, so I draw a lot from that, but I'm definitely not a purist. I draw from a lot of things. Power yoga is a blend of Vinyasa and Ashtanga yoga that's tailored to athletes and to building strength and agility. It incorporates more body weight exercises and frequently involves more spin-offs from traditional yoga than the previous styles that I mentioned. So this definitely enters into the practices for levels 8 and up as well. It especially comes in when I am saying that this is not a traditional yoga pose, but it's a useful movement. A lot of that comes from power, but also from Vinyasa yoga. So there are a lot of other traditions that fall somewhere in this matrix. Most of them overlap in some way. What I listed are some of the umbrella terms describing the different styles, but within the styles, there's also a lot of diversity. There's also Vini yoga, Baptiste yoga, Forest yoga, Bikram yoga, Anusara yoga, Jivamukti yoga, Shivananda yoga, Kripalu yoga, Kundalini yoga, and Hot yoga, among others. So there's a lot going on out there by now, and it keeps getting more and more diverse. As with any type of practice and discipline, there are the usual issues where subgroups form and then they split off from the original group. Then they go and form new groups and create new names for themselves. Individuals even create their own styles and collect followers. So Yoga Land is as full of that as anything else. The main takeaway is that there are a lot of legitimate ways to practice yoga. And if you explore around, you may find one style that really connects with you than any of the others. So then you can choose to follow that for longer and go down that path and see what all you can get from it. But you could also learn from a diversity of traditions and just keep the things that are useful to you and steer your own practice that way, which is what I tend to do. If you're looking for yoga practice to be a workout and to build strength, that lends itself to one type of practice. If you're looking to relax and wind down, that suggests a different type of practice. If you're using yoga therapeutically to address a health condition, then that's different still. Or if you're using yoga primarily as a spiritual practice and a way to quiet the mind, then that looks different as well. So as a side note, I try to create my practice in a way that gives me all of these things. I'll include different elements in order to work with different goals, different purposes. So this is why I don't believe in a one-size-fits-all approach to yoga. What you do with yoga should relate to what works and what feels right for you, but it also should relate to why you're doing it. You might as well practice in a way that correlates to what you want to get out of it. At the end of the day, the most important thing is that your practice serves you well and it's something that you steer and direct based on what you want out of it, based on your experience of what's working. Gather what's valuable from teachers, styles, and methods. In the end, put the highest value on your own experience. This means that you have to pay attention and you have to think. You can't just go on autopilot and go with someone else's program. This is why I'm a huge fan of self-guided practice. It has to be your own inquiry and you have to pay attention. However, we don't all need to reinvent the wheel. So having teachers to learn from is invaluable. As you learn from teachers and styles, keep building your practice list. As we've started, it should be pretty solid by now. Keep incorporating your breath into whatever you're doing. When you guide your own practice, use all that experience and your practice list to help you figure out what to do. See what happens. Learn from teachers, learn from your own experience. I really believe you need both together if you want to keep exploring, evolving, and expanding what you do with yoga. In the description below this video, you'll find the following. You'll find one, a PDF index to the level 8 practice. You can print out this index and use it to take notes and to build your practice list and figure out what to call things. Secondly, you'll find instructions on how to purchase the level 8 tutorial video. And thirdly, you'll find the usual instructions and a liability disclaimer. So we'll get started in mountain pose. After you've worked with the level 8 tutorial video, join me in mountain pose and we'll do the level 8 practice. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the mat. Stand in mountain pose. Exhale. Inhale, arms up, lengthen the front. Exhale, forward fold. Hang, hinging in the hips. Inhale, half arch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Lengthen the front, reach up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half arch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, reach up. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half arch. Exhale, plant your hands, walk your feet back and lower. Knees down for the first one is a good idea. Inhale, cobra. And then exhale, back to child's pose. Lengthen out your spine. Inhale, hands and knees. Cat and cow a few times, moving with your own rate of breath, letting the movement of your body reflect the movement of the lungs. Next, exhale, downward facing dog. You can walk the dog if you want, bending one knee, pressing through the opposite heel, back and forth, making sure weight is distributed equally through the hands and into all the fingers. Next, inhale, start walking the feet up, come to half arch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, lengthen the front. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half arch. Exhale, feet back your way and lower. And then inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. This is Sun Salutation A. Next, exhale, soften the knees, lengthen the spine. Inhale, feet up to half arch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, lengthen the front. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half arch. Exhale, feet back and lower. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. couple of breaths. Steady, even breath. Next exhale, bend your knees, lengthen the spine. Inhale, feet up to half arch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, long front. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half arch. Exhale, feet back and lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg up. Exhale, lunge, right foot steps forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill all the way down through a lunge. Lower your way, then inhale, Sphinx Cobra or up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up for three-legged dog. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, lower through a lunge to the floor or to elbow height. Inhale, your back bend, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees hover, and then exhale, down dog. So you're gonna move back and forth with this movement with your breath. The hover, we call a bear. Your knees just skim the floor, your gaze goes up. Each inhale and then each exhale, back to down dog. Move with your rate of breath. Your core and your arms are working to pull this off, warming up the hamstrings. Breath by breath. Next inhale, work up to half arch, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, lengthen the front. Exhale, mountain pose. Again, we inhale up and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half arch. Exhale, feet back and lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg up. And exhale, lunge, right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, lower through the lunge, then to the floor or to hover. Inhale, Sphinx Cobra or up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog, side two. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale through a lunge to hover or to the floor, and then inhale, Sphinx Cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. And then we're gonna move into child's pose, arms by your sides. Next inhale, right arm reaches up and makes our circle, and on the exhale we come back down, child's pose. Inhale, left arm circles up into our camel, and exhale all the way back down to child's. Inhale, right arm reaches up, takes you into camel, back bend there, and then exhale, right arm back to right heel. Inhale, left, lengthen the front, and exhale all the way back down. Inhale, right, exhale, child's pose. Inhale, left arm circles, exhale, child's pose. Regular child's pose. Inhale, hands and knees, and exhale, downward facing dog. Next inhale, half arch, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Hold it and breathe. A couple of breaths, focused gaze, long spine. Next inhale, stand up, back bend, and exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, long front. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half arch. Exhale, feet back and lower. Inhale, up dog, sphinx or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg up. Exhale, lunge. You're getting the idea by now. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, lower through a lunge to hover or to the floor. Inhale, sphinx, cobra, or up dog, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg up. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, sphinx, cobra, or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're gonna twist side to side. We've learned this in the tutorial, so you're gonna shift your hips, shift your knees, turn your feet. It's hard to describe as we're doing it, so you learn the feel for this with the tutorial and then let your body remember how to do this. Usually if you start shifting the feet and knees, the rest starts to make sense. Moving with your breath. Every exhale, you're in down dog. Every inhale, you're shifting to one side or the other. Twisting down dog, we call this. Then regular down dog, exhale. Couple breaths. Little movements, if you find them helpful. Next exhale, bend knees, lengthen spine, and inhale, half arch, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, long front. Exhale, mountain pose. Step your feet hip width apart. Exhale, forward fold. Take your index fingers around your toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, fold. Little bit of traction here. Actually, in this pose, your feet should be a little wider than a regular forward fold. Give you a little more space. Belly sinking down between the thighs. Next inhale, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands under the feet. Toes walk up towards your wrists. Once again, making a bind, creating a bit of traction. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Body is in a circle here, as in everything is connected, so you can work with tension and move it around. Next exhale, hands to hips, and inhale, stand up. Mountain pose on the exhale. Come to the middle of your mat, face forward, and inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, triangle to the right. Inhale, stand up, side bend your triangle, and then exhale back into triangle. Inhale, come up. We just call this active triangle, moving in and out of triangle. Exhale, into triangle pose. Inhale, come up, lengthen the right side. Exhale, triangle. Hold it and breathe now. Next inhale, come up, bending the knee to help you come up. Set up for side 2 on the exhale, triangle over the left leg. Gaze up past the right fingers. Inhale, stand up, side bend. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, up. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, up. Exhale, triangle. Hold triangle and breathe several breaths. Next inhale, come up. And then exhale, hands to hips, toes point forward. Preparing for a wide leg forward fold. Next exhale, fold. Then inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold the rest of the way. Your toes are going to be pointing slightly inward. And remember, you have options for where your hands are. Your head does not need to touch the floor. You're thinking of crown of the head, moving towards that center line between the 2 feet, but however far along that path it goes is fine. Next inhale, look up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk your hands away. Make a down dog from the waist up. Inhale, walk your hands back under your face. Wiggle the feet a little closer together. Exhale, hands to hips, and then inhale, stand up. Exhale, feet together. And we're going to prepare for the yogi squat. So work into that at your own rate. Usually it's helpful to have the heels slightly higher than the toes. That's why I'm standing at the edge of the mat there. You may be using a doorway or something else to support you for balance. When you're finished with that, forward fold, knees are soft. Inhale, roll up. All right, prepare for tree pose. On the inhale, arms out to a T. Bring the left leg up where you want it, balancing on the right leg. And breathe once you get your tree set up. So you remember, you have lots of options. Left leg is up, right leg is balancing. Lots of variations of how you might do that. Next exhale, hands to hips. On the inhale, left leg goes out, and exhale down. On the inhale, bring that right leg up. Set up your tree and balance and breathe. You have also a lot of options for the arms and hands. Next exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, leg out, and exhale back to mountain pose. Half moon pose. stand on the right leg, prepare. On the exhale, move into your half moon pose and breathe. You might have a block under your hand. You could be standing up against a wall. Depends what's working for you. Next, exhale, forward fold, and then inhale, chair pose. Exhale, mountain pose. Set up for the other side, standing in the left leg, prepare, inhale. Exhale, half moon. Find that balance point. Imagine that wall behind you. Right hip stacking over left as much as it works out. Next, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, mountain pose. Now our warrior 3 with a variation. Arms out to a T, balance on the right leg. Come to warrior 3. Exhale, palms touch, toe touches, and then inhale back up. Exhale and inhale. So I call this the flying version of warrior 3. We learned it in the tutorial. Move with your breath. Steady gaze. I am actually leaning a little too forward and down with my torso. I should be more level with the floor. Okay, next exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, extend that leg out in front of you. And breathe. Balance. Exhale, mountain pose. Stand in the left leg, prepare, warrior 3, arms out stretched. On the exhale, warrior 3, exhale, palms touch, toe touches. Inhale, back up. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, take that leg out in front of you. Balance. And exhale, release. Come to the front of your mat, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, lengthen the front. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half arch. Exhale, feet back your way and lower. All the way down to the floor. Locust pose. Press the palms down and inhale everything up except for the hips. There are variations that you have learned about if you need to modify this. Next exhale, lower. Extend the arms out in front of you. On the inhale, flying locust with our variation. So every inhale, the arms reach. Every exhale, elbows bend 90 degrees and the legs go wide. So inhale, it's like the Superman pose. And then exhale, we take arms and legs wide. Breath by breath. We're going for a bunch of these. Take a break when you need to. You could also just do the arms part or the legs part by itself if you're working up to doing this. Next, exhale, release the arms down and then inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, Dolphin. Inhale, feet walk back, forearm plank. Couple breaths. Next, inhale, forearm side plank, right arm down, left arm up. Next, exhale, reach that arm under the rib cage. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, reach. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Forearm plank. Breathe and balance. Take a break theoretically and then set up for the other side. Left arm down, right arm up. Couple of breaths. Get steady, get strong, get balanced. Next exhale, that arm reaches under the rib cage. Inhale, back up. Exhale, reach. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reach under. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, forearm plank. Back to dolphin. And then lower down, knees down, child's pose. Breathe and get steady. Next inhale, come up, hands and knees, and then exhale, lower all the way down. Bow prep. So both knees are bent. You're gonna reach side to side with your arms, reaching towards your ankles, working the muscles of your back quite a bit. Now, if you can grab your ankles at this point and go into the actual bow pose where the ankles are pushing into the hands and lifting, helping lift the shoulders. If bow pose doesn't work, you stick with the bow prep where you're conditioning your muscles to be able to do that movement. Next exhale, we're gonna release down and press back to child's pose. Inhale, come up, hands and knees, and your way, come to sitting. Possibly you will get your blocks. If you're using blocks in your boat pose, get blocks set up, and if you're using them to lift up. And then come up into boat and breathe. Your version. So many options for this pose. Steady gaze. Next exhale, hands down. Inhale, lift, and exhale, boat. You could also just hug the knees into your chest in that transition space. Second boat pose, you're breathing. Your version, the one that you can do in a controlled way. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, back to boat. Breathe. And exhale, inhale, exhale, and release. Extend your legs out in front of you. Hang on where you hang on for forward fold. First you lengthen your spine, and then you exhale and fold. Couple of breaths. Could be using a strap. Next inhale, look up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hands behind you. Inhale up to reverse plank or reverse table. Your choice. Next exhale, lower down. Head to knee pose. Inhale, bend your left knee out to the side, hang on to your right foot, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, forward fold. It's a lot to do all in one inhale, but as you practice, you'll get there. Breathe here. Left hip stretch, right hamstring stretch. Inhale, look up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, release the pose. Inhale, set up for the right side. Right knee bends, goes out to the side. Hang on to the foot, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, fold. Folding over the left leg. Breathe. Next inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, release. Next inhale, boat pose and exhale. Then inhale, wide boat. Exhale, boat. Inhale, wide. Exhale, boat. Inhale, wide. Exhale, boat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And hold it now. So keep breathing. Wide boat. Couple breaths. When you need to come out, you come out. If you're still with me, exhale, boat, and then release. Next, inhale, reverse plank. Exhale, lower down. Bound angle, soles of the feet together, knees wide. On the inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, fold into the pose, opening the soles of the feet like the pages of a book. You might be sitting up on something. Couple of breaths. Inhale up and hug your knees in, lengthen the spine. Wide leg forward fold, take the legs wide, hang on to whatever you hang on to, lengthen the spine, inhale, and then exhale, wide leg forward fold. Your version, so many options here as well. Steady breath. Walk the hands out in front of you, using the hands to create traction, and then inhale, come up, long spine. Let's fold over each leg, folding over that left leg. Hang on wherever you hang on. You could be using a strap. Next inhale, come up. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Inhale up to center. Exhale, forward again. Hands walk away. Release your neck. Inhale, hands walk back towards you. Little back bend, hands come behind you. Lift the chest, and then exhale, release. Hands under knees to help bring the legs to center. Rock the knees side to side. Then lay down, hug knees into chest, rock side to side. Push hands into knees. We learned this a while ago. Knees stacked over hips, core engagement here. Low back flat along the floor. Using the core to control what your spine and back are doing. Full control here. And then release. Feet down. Prepare for bridge pose. Feet are hip width, knees are hip width. Maybe interlace your fingers underneath. Lift up to bridge. Neck is relaxed and no pressure on the neck. Couple breaths. Roll the spine down. Exhale. Inhale, legs up. Circles on the ceiling. Toes are pointing towards your face. Bottoms of the feet painting circles on the ceiling. Weight of your legs making a little low back massage for you. So reverse direction in your circle, go the other way a couple of times. And then after it's even, release, hug your knees in. Supine spinal twist, get objects out of your way. Inhale, arms to a T, and then exhale, knees to the right, gaze to the left. You can use your right hand to weigh down the legs. Just an option. You could also have support under your legs. Wringing out the dish rag. On the inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, side two. Option to weigh down that top knee. You're looking away from your legs whenever you're twisting. Top half going one way, bottom half going the other way. Next inhale, back to center. Exhale, hug knees to chest. Figure four, left leg up into the stretch. Hang on to the right knee. Your placement of the arms, this is another one. You adapt as you need to. You've learned how to do that in the previous levels. Steady breath. Left hip stretching. Maybe move it around a bit if you need to. Knee to chest, forehead comes up to meet that right knee. And switch sides. Right hip stretching. Figure four, also known as thread the needle. A great preparatory hip stretch. Next, exhale, knee to chest, forehead up towards knee. And inhale, release. Full body stretch. Stretch out from fingertips to toe tips. And then exhale. Let's take hands behind the knees. Rock forward and back a few times, making your spine into a rocking horse. Round spine. Then come up to sitting. So, sit in your cross-legged stretch. Easy seat, it's called. Feet under knees. Here we're taking left leg out in front, and then walk the hands forward. Could be sitting on something, as you know. Then we're going to go over that right leg, the lateral reach. Exhale to center, and then inhale, walk the hands back up. Switch the legs. The right leg on the outside. Lengthen the spine, get everything set up, and then on the exhale, walk the hands out and away, hinging in the hips. Couple of breaths. Next inhale, walk your arms to the left. Fold out over that left knee, lengthening through the right low back and hip. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, up. Extend your legs out in front of you, half Lord of the Fishes. Set this up at your own rate. There are so many ways to do this, and we've looked at them, different places here. So it doesn't matter which side you do first. You're just gonna be making sure your spine is long and tall, and you're going to be twisting, looking behind you. Your arms will help you twist to whatever degree, however you do it. If you're not sure what you're doing, go back to the earlier levels to learn your options. Counter twist the opposite way for a moment, and then come back to center. Let's set up side 2, whichever side is your second side. Set up the version that you do. Long spine as you twist. Use your arms to help you out. Whether both hands are hanging on to the floor or the leg or to each other, they can help you work more deeply into the twist, giving you a little bit of traction. And then next exhale, counter twist the opposite way and release the pose. Half lotus. Left leg coming up into that right hip crease, right foot working underneath. Possibly you're sitting on something. Get tall. Option to twist and bind. Next exhale, release that. Option to walk your hands forward as long as your knees are okay, particularly that left knee. Pay attention, no force at all. Then inhale, back to center. And exhale, release. Side 2. Right leg into half lotus, right foot up in that left hip crease, left leg underneath. Get situated, get tall. Option to bind and twist, just an option. You can also break that down. I think we cover that in the tutorial. I hope we do. I hope one of the tutorials has covered it. This is something I threw in at the last minute here, but I really like it in half lotus. And then option to unwind and walk the hands forward, just an option. You can also just be in your regular half lotus the whole time, or you can be in your easy seat the whole time, the simple seated cross-legged position. That's also great. That's what I did for the first many years, probably the first 6 or 7 years of my yoga practice. Easy seat, no half lotus. Back to center and release, working into our final relaxation pose, Savasana. You can take the knees side to side a bit if you need to make it comfortable, and then work your way down to laying on your back, or alternative, if you figured out something else you need to do for health reasons or comfort reasons, possibly you'll put something under your knees. Take a moment to adjust everything. Palms are facing up. Shoulder blades are tucked underneath you. Whole body is symmetrical as much as possible, left and right, matching. Feet flop out to opposite sides. Then concentrate on your breath. Let gravity pull you down into the floor a little more with each exhale, breath by breath. Soften the way you hold yourself. Let the floor hold you and support you. Create a vast amount of internal space and see what comes. Finding your internal steadiness. Getting so quiet that you can start listening to whatever is there. It's usually in the background. For a few precious moments, being quiet, vast, spacious. See what it is that wants to come through. And start deepening your breath a little bit more. Start using your breath to bring yourself back. Make some little movements with hands and feet. Wake up. Bend your knees, put your feet on the floor. And roll onto one side. Rest there, let your blood pressure adjust. Slowly start getting up, hands pushing into the floor. Help yourself sit up. Sit in any position that's comfortable for just a moment. Then inhale, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for practicing. Enjoy the rest of your day.